Well, hello, and for the third magical time, hello. Welcome to the most complete and interesting tarot reading on the internet. Nothing else like it. This is the Tao Manifesting Tarot. This podcast is not for the faint of heart. Don't do rainbows, don't do unicorns. It's an honest tarot reading for the present, for right now, the world you're living in. More than simply a tarot reading, however, it is a complete picture of the energy frequency for the tarot frequency right now, this minute. As you are viewing this, a door is opening to you, a frequency door. And so that being the case, you have to see how it works, given the energy we're all surrounded by. The essential point is to help you manifest from your spirit. Manifesting is your kryptonite. It allows you to open the door to your spiritual destiny in this lifetime. Otherwise, your life is unhappy, unfulfilled, boring, meaningless, purposeless. You're going nowhere. You're moving, you're breathing, you're semi-conscious. But you're not really participating. You're not really plugged in. Focus for today's show is on the clock. Minute by minute, you're punching in like you do at jobs on the clock. It's moving. So, that being the case, after doing tarot for more than 20 years, I now know, from my experience anyway, tarot is not meant for prediction. It is the science of potential, your potential as a spirit in the human body. You create from your spirit, not from some electric device. No smartphone, no desktop, laptop, not AI, none of that. Tarot from you, from within you, is the vehicle for your transformation. So, what I do is something a little bit different. I take the tarot reading and I make it the center of the reading. That's the focus, that's the destination, that's where we're headed. However, I add in numerology and astrology, which I've been doing for 50 years. Tarot, by the way, for 20. And I take all three things and I help fill in the blanks. It's like a jigsaw puzzle. You're missing some pieces. The numerology and the tarot do it because they're the science of cycles. Therefore, they do kind of help predict. You still have some free will, but as I get older, I really believe that right from the moment we're born, we're imprinted with some sort of celestial frequency, for a lack of a better term, and that frequency sets up our fate, and then we work within that. So adding in numerology and astrology along to the tarot, we simply show the potential in those cycles. So let's begin with the foundational information. It's something that I call astrologic. Let's right away get to the astrology. Karmic deja vu. You've heard the expression, I hope, history repeats. And that's because we don't pay attention to history. Life is what happens while you're busy doing other things. You don't really take anything seriously. But if you look at history, you go, I see the connection with the astrology and the numerology. I get it. And today we're looking at the Uranus cycle. Uranus right now is in Gemini. I've talked about the fact that we're on the clock, tick-tock. Well, that's Uranus. Uranus right now in Gemini is movement, go, 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 go. So I decided to look at the Uranus cycle. It runs about 84 years. So if we go back 84 years from today, what do we have? 1947, the Akba. Israel takes Palestine. Treaty or Balfour Treaty in 1917 allowed them to do this. 1947 they did it. Took a couple world wars, but they got their way. You go up 42 years or halfway in the Uranus cycle, we come to 1983. What happens? 1983, nuclear weapons are being set up in Europe. The Cold War that was going on at the time in 1983 gets very icy. And so we go up 42 years again, back to where Uranus was back in 1947 at the Aqua. And we find out Israel and Europe are still in the headlines, still not resolved. 84 years, a complete Uranus cycle. It'll be interesting to see with the planetary configurations whether these continue to be problems or issues or the focus of our attention, or do we resolve it finally? Do we fix it finally? That's really what this time period kind of portends. So that's the mood, that's the energy that we're dealing with. History repeats. 1947, the Akba in Israel. 1983, nukes in Europe. 2025, same two issues. They haven't gone anywhere. Let's take a look at the meme for today. The world seems like it's full of chaos, but you know what? It's not chaos. It's planned. 7 points here. They import migrants to help destroy the culture. We did that here in America with the American Indians. We flooded the country with Europeans, just overloaded them. 2nd point, you jail citizens for criticism. Any Indian objected to that, jail or worse. Number 3, you turn the police against the citizens. When we took over the country, we had the military. Number 4, you invoke digital ID or surveillance to keep track, or you put them on reservations, just the same. Number 5, you bankrupt the nation to eliminate government. Well, we took everything that we could take and more from the Native Americans. They were left with nothing. Number 6, you eliminate private property. That's what we did by putting them on reservations. And very often tribes moved from reservation to reservation because corporations found there was gold or silver or coal or timber or something they wanted, so you had to move the Indians. So you eliminate private property. And finally, number 7, you transfer citizens to global government. What happens is the American natives were forced to become a part of America. There wasn't global government at the time, it was national government, but they're using these same 7 tactics on us right now. And to this point, it seems like a lot of people just haven't connected the dots. The clock is ticking. Tick tock, tick tock. We're moving. You better get on the board to train, because otherwise you're going to be left behind and you're not going to like it. How about if we get to the tarot? Type 5 of Wands. That's the first card, conflict and discord. Remember I was just talking about the chaos and conflict. They want if you can make it chaotic, boy, people can only take so much of that, and then they go, I've had enough. Let's have a dictatorship. At least I'll have peace, I'll have order. You're not going to have either, and in fact, you're going to lose your freedom. You're going to lose your humanity. But that's the point. 5 of Wands is bickering, conflict, discord. You're not doing a damn thing. It's just more for show. But it's enough to keep pushing us down the road. Keep in control. Oh, it's terrible. We got the fires. We got the floods. We got the riots. We got this. I don't care. I need a dictator. I want peace. Think about what you're wishing. Number 2, Knight of Swords. Knights always change the storyline. Swords are truth, facts, data, if you will. So the Knight of Swords says that through all of this bickering, if you pay attention, the Knight of Swords energy will show up. You will gain some information that you don't have right now, some insight that you have. Parts are going to start to come together. The puzzle in front of your face, the pieces are going to start to fill in. You're going to start to see the picture. You're going to be sure. You're going to act positively, because now, instead of bickering, you have information. And the new information stops the bickering, because you see there's no point. 3rd card is the 3 of Wands. If you get to the point where you can stop the bickering, stop the fighting, stop the useless spending of energy, and you begin to think, now the 3 of Wands can take over. You become visionary. You have leadership qualities. You see that you do not have to give up your freedom. You do not have to give up your independence. You do not have to give up your humanity. And you can make the world a better place. Because that's what he's seeing. 3 is the alignment of the energies, mind, body, spirit. It is a spiritual union that allows you to see. But you're going to need some help. You're going to need some insight to stop the bickering, to stop the useless waste of energy, which is exactly what they want you and I to do. Use the Knight of Swords energy. Outsmart them, outthink them. So that's it for today. We're done with the reading. It gives you a very good tick-tock, time is moving on, move with it kind of a message. I thank you very much for being here. You make it extra special good every single time. Hey, one thing, please, like and subscribe. It's very important. Again, they're trying to interrupt any kind of communication, any kind of thinking. So every podcaster is facing this same thing, pretty much. Like and subscribe. Help us out to help you. So between now and the next time you and I manifest tarot together, peace and blessings.